I haven't yet.
Right. Okay, we are live. Still no lag. Welcome everybody back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host Rattlesnake, coming at you live once again from the Snake Pit here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Joined by my co-host Dakota. What up, Dakota?
What up, baby? Not lagging yet. We're live. Dakota Drake Rutledge coming to you from South Atlanta, Georgia. You know what we're talking about? We're talking about Michigan. We went Michigan racing, and some of these tracks, I'm like, dude, are we sleeping? Because they are just popping off with some great racing. We're gonna break that down, talk about a little tea on the driver sorcery of who's getting fired and who's quitting, and then we're gonna talk about this roval of Indy that's not real. Let's get it going.
Let's do it. What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in. Rock, flag, and eagle.
Ew.
Okay, dude, my Twitter mentions
Better
are
late than
blowing
never.
up.
Dude, so hot right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's almost college football season, and when I get going,
Time I get hot.
when I get going on my tangents,
I
yeah.
tend to invoke a couple.
I'm just calling out fan bases left and right, just poking the Bears.
Your team sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just for no reason too. I'll just do it.
Nice.
So yeah, my Twitter right now is
just deer hunting and buttholes. That's about it. Literally.
All right. Well, that's what we've been up to. There's your episode. Nice shirt.
Good talking to you. Hey, it is a good shirt, custom made.
Are we still selling those?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. If anybody out there even wants to hang out and wear one of our shirts, go for it in the link tree in the bio and Instagram. Do we ever share any of that on Twitter? Because I feel like that's
really.
where most of the
And I was
people
just
are.
thinking about that. I was like, why don't we like promote that stuff? We have.
Well, I didn't think it. I have a couple. I don't know why. I mean, also being a big boy as I am, is like some of my Chairgatin shirts don't fit like anymore. Like, this one still fits really good, but some of them just like shrunk in the wash and my beer gut.
Yep.
And is or these this mass built beast you see before you.
Yes, that's why.
So I've been like, well, I'm gonna cut the sleeves off those and like wear them in the gym and stuff, or like wear them to Xfinity races. Because cut the sleeves off, you can get another year out of them.
That for the next 6 hours, apparently. And granted, maybe that's just for like my computer. I don't know if this is like for the whole website, but for the next 6 hours, the shirt you're wearing is on sale for $16.
Yeah, it should be like, hey, 15% off. Use discount code nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, that one's only $16 because it's just the front logo. The I want to believe 750 horsepower. That's $16. The come and take it coolers. That was $16. So there's some pretty cool designs on here. I kind of forget about.
Yeah, somebody designed some cool shirts.
Yeah, it's almost like I spent a lot of time doing all that, and I just forgot all about it.
God, somebody support us.
Please, somebody buy these fucking shirts. They're cool, I promise. Yeah. Anyway,
I can live with it. But dude, man, we went to Michigan, and I don't know. Shout out JKL with LTC. We ought to ask him to come on and talk about the resurgence of fucking Roush, dude. Roush is back, patented by JKL himself. Jacob Kelly Lewis. It's the Fords. Not only the Fords. What up, Don? Is that fucking Chris Buescher, the Texas? I mean, is he the Rattlesnake Jr.? Fucking the Texan. Chris Buescher is going off so hot right now. I mean, I don't think people are giving him the respect he deserves.
Yeah, no, I mean, I tweeted it out from the Chairgatin account, but yeah, I mean, he's one of only a handful of guys with multiple wins this season. You know, William Byron at 4, Martin Truex Jr. at 3, Kyle Busch at 3, Denny Hamlin at 2, Kyle Larson at 2, and Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher is in that list of names.
Would you have guessed? I heard this. I was thinking about it. It was like, would you have guessed? Our RFK's been here a season and a half, and they have 3 wins. like since the resurgence of RFK or being named RFK,
Yeah,
3
right,
wins. And you were like between Brad K and Chris Buescher, who would you have said had those wins?
Wait, you just lagged. Sorry.
Oh man, I was really hoping I'd fix the bugs. I said RFK's year and a half that they're betting back now. I said between Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher, if I told you they had 3 wins, who would you have guessed would have had
Oh
the
yeah,
win?
right. That it's
No
Buescher.
disrespect to
Yeah.
fucking BK, but I would have been like, oh, Brad won 3 times,
Yeah.
twice. Like no, dude. I think we're like almost. It took a little while for William Byron to get here. Hey, what up, Andy? It's they're making great strides, blasting through the charts of top 4 team, I'd say. And
Damn it,
right now for
Dakota.
sure is damn it, dude. I thought I've been doing so good. Blasting through the charts of the Ford rankings is I think Chris Buescher's here to fucking play, dude. William Byron took a while to get here. Oh, you bastard. This is bullshit. I don't know, man. I think like he's so hot right now. He's taking off.
Yeah, I mean, glitching pretty
You
bad.
still lagging?
Gonna be honest with you. And you
Oh
know,
man.
it's gotten worse with your new computer.
Yeah, but is it the same kind of
I
glitch
don't
as
know,
before?
dude. I can't help
Because
just
before I thought I like just stopped and froze.
true.
Is this one like the
Yeah, it is. It's like the fast forward button. I mean, it is a different
Hmm.
type of glitch. But again, I reiterate,
Oh wow. You should put that in the chat every
I
week
had
now.
no idea that I could actually do that. So now I'm kind of stoked
now
that
I'm
I know I
fucked.
can do that.
Like the applause sign. Everybody. Damn it. Oh well. What you gonna do? At least I was here on time. Please clap. Please.
What up, AC?
What up,
Orale,
Nick?
vato. Yeah, you were here on time and I wasn't. I'll totally take that one. That was my bad. Damn it, Dakota t-shirts. Yeah, that's a good point. Dalton, I think me and you got to collab on a couple t-shirts actually.
He is our signature meme maker.
He's the meme guy, and I think me and him can figure out a couple cool shirt ideas. So we will get to work on that. But yeah, no, it is kind of wild that Chris Buescher has stepped kind of past Brad K, leading this team, which he should be. I mean, he's the young guy, you know, Brad, who knows how long Brad's going to be driving for. Like, it's really good for the team that Chris Buescher is the one winning, you know?
Yeah, the young talent. Brad vouched for him to stay with the team. Like
Right.
Brad's like, I want him here. All that. And he's paid his dues. And it's time.
Yeah. He's paid his
like
dues.
he's fine. Yeah. It's like it took William Byron a minute to get there. It took Joey Logano a couple years to get going. We've seen Chris Buescher for years now. Xfinity champion, people forget. Is like it's time to like Chris Buescher thinks gonna start going off, dude. I'm sitting here, I'm not gonna be like, oh, Chris Buescher's the championship favorite or anything like that.
Right.
It's like, hey, oh, cool, they're gonna make it in on points. Good for them. Now I'm like, yo, shit.
It reminds me a little bit. It's totally different driving style, so I'm not trying to like conflate the two, but just how it's going reminds me a little bit of Ross Chastain when he moved teams and started popping off some wins. Because I feel like it's easy to talk about Ross Chastain now, but for years we were questioning if he was the real deal, if he was ever going to do anything in the Cup Series.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to forget those times. Like
Mhm.
me and you doubted him multiple, like a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
I've always liked Ross. I was just kind of like, he fucked up.
no,
a
it was
bunch,
getting
but
to the point though in his career that we were kind of like, all right, man, like
what you gonna do?
yeah, exactly. It was starting to feel
With all
like
them
a
humps.
Ryan. It's starting to feel like a Ryan Priest situation. It's a guy I've always heard is super talented, and I never really saw much out of him. Anyway, obviously we know what Ross goes on to become. It just kind of feels like that a little bit with Chris Buescher. That you've always heard he's a great driver, and you've seen some things here and there, but he's
Chris
just
Buescher
always
has as many wins as Ross Chastain does.
yeah. I mean,
Actually, he has more. He has 4. Oh shit!
damn.
Wow. I don't think I've heard anyone talk about that.
Yeah, holy shit. That's actually I'm gonna
Talking about
Google
Ross
that.
Chastain being hot applesauce. Chris Buescher has 4 wins.
You know, and what's funny
Oh,
is I was
shit.
gonna say I don't want to compare the two because Ross like has
Yeah.
been going off, but I'm like, actually, I don't want to compare the two because it'll make Chris Buescher look bad, maybe. Interesting. That's an interesting little stat.
Yeah, right. Back to back. What was funny is I saw someone said, I don't even like to talk about Kevin really on here, but is
Right.
Kevin won Michigan and Richmond last year, and then this year Chris Buescher won Richmond and or Michigan, like back to back.
Ooh,
Yeah,
interesting.
isn't that funny?
Yeah, I have not thought about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
seeing Butcher go back to back was, I
Apparently, if
mean,
you're good at Michigan, you're good at Richmond, vice versa. Like I get
apparently.
never thought the two would relate.
No, they shouldn't relate at all. That's the weird part. And that's kind of what Chris said when he, when he won. He was like, "Hey, man, I've won at like very different tracks now. Like this
Yeah,
isn't just
it's
like our
like,
team's good at one thing."
hey assholes. What was cool is he had Monday they had like a scheduled breakfast or a dinner like luncheon deal with Ford, and he won the race.
Oh,
Like they had like a RFK banquet thing like scheduled a sponsor appearance that him and Brad were gonna go to for like this gala affair dinner with Ford, and then they went and Chris walked in holding the fucking trophy like what the with a
dude, that's
big nuts in his
sick.
wheelbarrow, dude. Yeah, it was badass. I'm
Um,
loving me some Chris Buescher. Like, not gonna be my favorite driver or anything. I've always liked him. Felicia loves him. We call him Beans because we always remember when we drove the 37 Bush Beans car.
I mean, I think a lot of people call him Beans, to be fair.
We always called him Beans, and like Felicia loves seeing him win, and she's always liked him. She used to. I hate it. She used to have some Chris Buescher merch, like 37. I think she's got like a 37 hat somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah, and I've been like, you need to hold on to that stuff. But so seeing him win, she's liking it, and I mean, he's a good hard, like good old. I don't see anyone has any reason to hate him.
no,
It's
no one
good
has
for
any
when
reason to hate him.
seeing him prosper is like good on him.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody have a reason to hate him. The only thing, if I want to compare him to Ross, is he needs this year would be a great opportunity. 2022 when Ross had his 2 wins, he also had a shit ton of like top 5s, top 10s. Like he was a competitive dude like every single week. So if Chris
Yeah,
Buescher can, get a bit more of that going, this season it would be very similar to the Ross season.
yeah.
He's the premier Ford driver right now, without a doubt. He's the highest in the
Dude,
points.
he's looking so good right now. But fucking Brad is too. Like people talk about is like when one of those cars is on, so is the other. Back to back top 5s for both of them. I mean, wins for Buescher, but Brad finished what 5th, and then he was like 4th at Richmond. I mean,
Yeah, no,
something like that. They
it's
were both in the
definitely
top 5.
it's definitely an RFK Penske year for Ford. Those are the 4 driver.
Well, and here's another thing is
I say Penske, but it's
I was gonna
really
say
4 of them.
Penske's got a win on the board with 2 of their drivers. They have 1 win each. Super
Yes.
cool for them, but also kind of where the fuck is Penske at? They qualified good for Michigan and then were Mr.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. Well, Ryan Blaney had to wreck 2 drivers just to get on TV.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
So
they could be staying quiet until the playoffs,
yeah,
like
I'd say
they're
I honestly think that's what Hendrick's doing. Everybody's like, "What's up with Hendrick?" I'm like, "Just fucking watch."
right. We've seen that way too many times. The cream always rises to
Yeah.
to the top, like although Chase Elliott.
I was going to as we talk about breaking down. Whoa, Nick, dude, stop. Back to
Back to
back with
back with different sponsors for each race.
Yeah, they didn't
too.
run like the same scheme
That's
each
really
week.
cool. That's a good point.
Yeah, good sponsor plugs for
We
them.
have
Like
2 different paint schemes that you can buy the diecast for.
Yeah,
2
always
sponsors
great.
are going to be happy. Like that's actually a great point. That's a huge deal.
And
That's
he's
kind of
always hitting on
overlooked.
some good points
Will
like
Bush, yeah.
that. Um,
I saw Fastenal. For some reason, fentanyl went in my brain. I was like, "Wait, who is he sponsored by?" The state of West Virginia.
Yeah, okay,
Don't
Nick.
sleep on
Talk about a L
Harrisonburg.
take in the comments. Love you, Nick. Yeah, I'm definitely sleeping on Harrison Burton. I'm fucking in a coma.
Yeah,
Is
dude. Is Ty Dillon running better than him now?
Dude, how I saw another stat is I think we're on race what is this? Fucking 20. It was like race 23 or something.
Yeah, that would
Right,
be
it was like
about
race
right.
23. It was like 17 of 23 races have been affected by rain. Race
No
weekends.
way.
Yeah. Not like
Holy
not
shit.
all I think 4 or 5 of them have been postponed to Monday.
It's global warming,
But
dude.
other ones were affected by rain by like as in qualifying was rained out or practice and or the race was delayed or pushed back. Oh my god, I love it. And
I'm not putting that on.
oh, And
We're gonna talk about that, dude. Don't
we're
worry.
getting there. Lot of hot gossip.
A lot of hot goss.
But the race on, so at least some fans, the stands look crazy. They look awesome. I've always wanted to go to Michigan. Probably won't ever get to, but
right. Yep.
it's always like the Yankee Daga is what I call it. And the stands looked great. Infield looked great. Building up for like a good race. At least they got to see like 70 something laps. I really was like, I'd rather what happened, like it get postponed and finish it on Monday than get called shortened. I
Yes.
hate a shortened race.
Yep.
And
I
that
was
always
saying
pisses
the
me
same
off.
thing. I was
Yeah.
what
At
was
least we
it?
got the
Lap,
full race in.
was it lap 72 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And
100 would have been official.
yeah, I was over at my parents' house and I was talking about it, and they were like, "Oh no!" So they didn't get it in. I was like, "No, I don't want that. Like, they need to stop now
Yeah,
because if
stop
they
it,
get
stop it,
that
stop it.
100 lap, it's over, and this is a good race.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to waste this one."
Yeah, like,
So
yeah, if it was like any road course, whatever.
exactly. No, it
Um,
was a great thing. I'm glad they just held off because it was a great race. Like that's that track I need to see a full race at.
yeah, dude, and it's getting real. Even the next gen, but like the racing the last couple of years there has been spectacular. And then, but the fans too, the first couple, I mean, Kyle Busch, like lap 7, just dumps it or racing hard with Ryan Blaney, loses control, backs it in the wall. His day's done. William Byron gets a little loose, smacks. That's another problem. William Byron just smacks the wall, gets a little loose, smacks the wall, day done. Boat or bent, sway bar link or whatever. And
Mhm.
it's like, okay, dude, like I thought these cars were indestructible. I know the toe links are like super brittle, but I think something needs to happen with this. Christopher Bell loses talent, fucking dumps her.
Yep.
I mean, he was trying to get on a boat for the lead. I'll give him that. Chase Elliott just totally out there drunk, incoherent. Fucking never just has a tire go down. I mean, who does that? And fucking just dumps her like an old beer can on a dirt road into the wall. And I can't tell you, I jumped off out of my fucking chair. It was like, fuck yeah. Oh, man. Damn it.
I'm just gonna keep going back to that one. Nick, I need you to start chiming in on the
Yeah, do it.
shortest episode
When I
ever
lag.
of Rowdy Reactions, unfortunately.
Yeah. You know, I told Dalton, I said every time he does it, Kyle has terrible luck or runs like shit. Every
Unless
time
it's
he's done the Rowdy
SRX.
Reactions. And yeah, unless it's SRX. But every time he does it, and then I said that the last time he did it, and then he did it on this episode and Kyle wrecked. And I said, dude, I'd fucking stop. Do it on the races that don't matter.
Damn it.
Am I lagging again?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
It's a Sheeny curse.
Yeah, I was just looking it up though on Jeff Gluck's polls. So this year's Michigan, because you mentioned it's been good a couple years now. This year's Michigan is already at what, number 5 for the year, and last year's Michigan was at number 4 for the year. So yeah, back-to-back years.
On your race rating?
Oh, you want to know
What are
the
you talking
actual rating?
No, I meant
On
like
Gluck's
what are you
poll.
talking? Oh, Gluck's poll.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
how do you just look up his poll so quick?
You can Google Jeff Gluck poll, and he has a
Oh.
website that he keeps it like posted from.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I always
Yeah.
wondered how you're like, oh look, I found it. And I was like, I just thought you were like scrolling through his Twitter.
Oh hell no. No, he keeps it updated. It's pretty cool, and he has it ranked with like all the races. You can do all of them together all the way back to 2017, or you can
Hell
pick the
yeah. I
season.
think that's like when he started.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty sweet.
Well, I'm glad he went back the way he's doing it. I know it was getting misconstrued with like bots or whatever. Oh, Dalton.
No, you aren't, Dalton.
But I like how he went back to the Twitter poll because when it went to like having to put in your email and click
terrible.
the link, I was like, well, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
I
know he
like
hated it.
I like the Twitter thing. Oh, there's some bots. Like whatever, dude. There's bots and
Yeah,
everything.
let there be bots.
look,
Their voice matters.
it's bots' voices matter. Yeah, look, it's not gonna be perfect. It's on Twitter, but it's a pretty good measurement. We're not basing anything off this.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chase Elliott, though, I was watching him. Did you watch the Battle at Berlin race?
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah, he
I
didn't
tried
win
pulling
that
up my
either.
flow, but it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't.
No, I was kidding.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, I don't know. Yeah, so he was running really good at that race, and so I was
Was
like,
he?
I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna finally watch him win a race this season. But yeah, no, he got second. He did not
good
win
for
that
him.
either. So
Yeah, well, I mean, when your season's almost in the toilet, you got to start trying all kinds of avenues to get practice in.
well, that's why I was like, okay, he'll probably win it here. I mean, look, I don't keep up with that series enough. Apparently, Bubba Pollard or whatever,
Yeah, Bubba Pollard,
he's really good.
Yeah,
So I'm not saying he
races,
lost. Like,
or didn't he race for junior? Used to race for junior or something.
did he?
I
He
don't know.
looked really
He's
familiar.
a late model king.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. So
I've heard his name a lot.
So he's losing to a rock star in that series. I mean, I get it, but still,
Yeah.
I was just like, how fitting for the Chase Elliott season that he still came up short even in this series. It was nice. It was nice to
Well, I
watch.
saw too, and like, I mean, I love all this, but people were like, "That's it, Chase ain't making the playoffs." And I'm like, "Well, there's still 3 races. Let's pump the brakes." And people are like, "If he doesn't win Watkins Glen, it's over." I'm like, "Do y'all not remember Chase Elliott dominating Atlanta and Dega last year and all that?"
I
I was
love
like,
how
I think he's gonna show up to Daytona with a fucking rocket ship.
I do love how everyone just is like, well, it's gonna be the Glen or nothing, and I'm like, what
Yeah,
are you? It's
no,
Chase Elliott. He
yeah.
can win at Daytona. He can win at Darlington. Like he can win at the
Well,
Indy.
Darlington will be too late, but
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Darlington will be too late. That's a good point. Okay, he
but
can win at Daytona.
he could win at the Glen. He can win any of
And
the next 3 weeks.
and
They
he
could
can
go
win.
off at any moment.
He has a very good chance of winning this weekend too.
Yeah.
That being said, though, this is not the Chase Elliott we've seen from the
No,
past.
this is definitely not the pizzazz I'm used to
Yeah.
seeing of that cocksucker.
It's not the speed I'm used to seeing. It's not the ability I'm used to seeing. It's just like it's just a totally different
It's
everything.
like a black cloud over him. And you can tell in his interviews, he's like, I'm ready to go home.
I
Fuck this
do.
shit.
Who brought that up? He was in the group chat that we never saw a photo of him injured.
I don't know. I remember that getting brought up.
Is that a
and
real
I have a lot of
thing?
questions. I have a lot of questions because I was like, I want to see X-ray pictures. I want to see
wanna
him
go down
on crutches in a
yeah.
cast. You think he got a DUI and they were like, just come up with something?
I mean, dude, it is weird because
Broke
every
his
other
leg.
driver,
He's
we
out
see
'cause
them.
I saw Brad hop around and get in the car and practice.
That's what I was just gonna say. We
We
see them. We see them
Yeah.
injured. Every other
showing
driver.
up at the track. No, he just like, I'm gone 6 weeks. I came back for 6
Yeah,
weeks later. And it's
they'll
like,
either be like in the hospital, like with a thumbs up, or you'll see them like at
yeah,
the track in
yeah.
a wheelchair,
Hey guys,
on
good
crutches.
spirits. Like,
Yeah,
I've never seen a picture of him on crutches. Never seen a picture of like him hanging out in rehab
I've
or
never seen
anything.
anything of him injured.
Dude, if
And
we ever see him, show us your scar.
dude, I love this conspiracy, and I'm all on board. I'm 100% jumping on
I
board.
bet
This
that motherfucker
conspiracy.
got some sort of legal allegations. or
Something's going on, man.
Something was fishy.
Because he comes back and he's just not the same.
Yeah, tell me the bones he broke.
Which one exactly? Let me see the X-ray. If it comes down to Daytona for Chase, he'll have to be aggressive, and it'll get to the point where he gets too aggressive, and yeah, I mean that's a possibility. You
Or
don't
he gets
want to
out
be,
front and nobody can pass him.
yeah. I mean it's not great being desperate at Daytona, but that being said, like a lot of the people that win at Daytona are desperate, so I don't know. I need to hear a good flat Earth theory, dude. This is better than the flat Earth theory.
Yeah, we need to start a thread on Twitter and says, or it's like, hey, Elliott fans, can y'all tell me what bones Elliott broke and show me pictures?
We need some proof. We need some proof that he was injured.
And because Elliott fans will go the fuck off and come out of the woodwork hacking at us, and that would be fun. That would be fun.
I'm okay with that. Chase went to FC for 6 weeks and he was out.
Ooh, yeah, there's something fucking fishy there.
He was somewhere. He wasn't at the races. He wasn't.
Kyle Busch broke his legs in front of God and everybody, and was like, we cast on the next week, and la-di-da.
Photo shoot with his wife.
Carson Hocevar broke his fucking leg and was qualifying in Finian the next week. Like, Chase Elliott was like, there was just, hey, Chase Elliott broke his leg yesterday. Snowboarding accident. I didn't know the motherfucker snowboarded.
And I do want to say, I did mention this because didn't he break his leg?
That's what they said.
And I did mention this when I first heard this. I don't know if you remember. I mentioned on the podcast. I said that's kind of weird because it's really, really difficult to break a leg snowboarding. It's damn near impossible because your legs are strapped together. And so it's much more likely to break an arm or some other piece of your body. Well, but you'd have to break like both legs because they're strapped in.
I'm not, and I ain't talking about. Well, Bob Parker's posted this link, and it's like Chase Elliott broke his tibia and fibia.
Right.
No, I want X-rays. I want pictures in cast. I want like some rehab, physical therapy pictures.
I just need to even hear the story because breaking
Hell, if I just saw him in a moon boot, I'd okay.
breaking
that's enough.
one single leg on a snowboard is I've never heard. Like that's damn near impossible. You can
I'm
break
pretty
legs.
sure he could do it, but
I mean, honest, I don't. Have you snowboarded?
no. But I'm just saying. I think like if you fell off a fucking cliff or a jump, and
You'd have to
you could
run.
break your femur.
You'd have to like run into something like on your leg and break it, but you can't
Yeah,
bend it.
like you land wrong on
Like
something.
it's much more likely as a person that's broken bone snowboarding, you're much more likely to break arms and wrists because they're flailing around as you're like falling. Does that make sense? Skiers are much more likely to break their
Dude,
legs.
Chase Elliott's built like a bird. He's got little hollow bones.
Let me
those
finish
little
my shit.
flimsy bones.
Skiers are much more likely to break their legs because their legs are flying around.
No, I get your point.
It doesn't even make sense.
What? Dude, what is Nick on?
What the fuck, dude? Nick, you're the one sucking meth right now, dog.
That's
With
you,
Jesse
man.
Pinkman, are you just like sitting at your house stoned right now?
Is that a
watching
Breaking Bad joke?
It is a Breaking Bad
I still
joke.
haven't watched it. I want to watch it so bad.
It's impressive, actually, that you knew that was a Breaking Bad joke and you haven't watched it.
Meth, a random name. It sounds like it's on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, good call, dude. You were right, 100%.
Spot on.
Okay, I like this theory. I'm glad we're on board with this theory. Maybe we could even make shirts with like Alex Jones's face on them.
Yeah,
and
where
be
is
like,
Chase Elliott's cast?
Show me the X-ray.
Yeah, Frog Island. Gay frogs.
He's faking the freaking brakes again. Yeah. Okay. So we got a new conspiracy theory to jump on. That's cool. Sipping Jameson. Okay.
Oh, god damn! Lay off the sauce, dude.
Yeah, man. I don't know if this was last year, and the Chase Elliott was in this situation because he's, obviously he has to win. If this was last year, I'd go, no, it doesn't matter. He's in. Lock.
Yeah.
He's in. This year, though, dude, I don't know. Like, honestly,
a funny point on the teardown. I think it was the teardown. Was we're sitting here talking about the points bubble battle with Gibbs. Bubba's pretty much in.
Michael McDowell.
Michael McDowell choked or fucked up this weekend big time.
Yeah, true.
You got Suarez back there. Bowman's driving Elliott in this. Elliott missed like 7 races. Bowman missed like 4 or 5. And Bowman had a 65-point penalty with his bullshit or whatever. Or 40 point. I don't know what it was. You had all this go on, and they're 50 points back, whatever, 45, 60 points back. Well, you realize like if none of that happened, Bubba and Ty Gibbs are out. Like Bowman and Elliott would have been in. I think like Elliott would have ran good enough that he'd be in the top 16 if none of this cat broken leg gate was a thing.
Yeah,
And
no, probably, but he would have been at
Bowman
the
didn't
bottom.
break his back. Yeah, I could totally see him being like 14th or 13th, But I think they would have ran good enough to be in on points.
I mean, Bowman is ahead of Chase Elliott on points, just barely, but he is.
And he had a penalty and missed a bunch of races. So I'm just saying, like, this has been a weird season for suspensions and guys breaking bones and Josh Berry's getting whiplash at the day. How many cars has Josh Berry been on? And is like, if I mean, it's just all hypothetical. Here's like, I'm just making stuff up because it doesn't matter. But if those guys don't do that, like this whole Bubba being in doesn't even make sense. I'm going home. It almost seems like it's sequenced where it's like every 11
It's like every
minutes
time you're going to go off on something, that's when it happens. It's like the worst times. No, I want you to go off. It's just the worst times. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Anyways, you know what I'm saying? It's like we talk about this. Oh, Bubba's up 52. It's like, well, you kind of got a couple handicaps.
Other than a surprise from Daytona.
He sliced it in the woods and it hit a tree and bounced back out in the fairway. That's how Bubba's in the playoffs.
Right. Well, and other than maybe like Daytona, a surprise from Daytona, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the order we're seeing. Like this is the 16. You know what I mean? Are you there?
Yeah, I totally
Oh,
agree.
sorry, you were
Yeah,
lagging again.
I got some dirty butt cheek link Cody sent me.
Anyway, I think Michael McDowell at Daytona obviously is always a little dangerous. Don't count him out.
Dude, and Michael McDowell's really good in road course races. Let's just go straight to
Yeah.
bubble time. Michael McDowell's really good at road course races. He's really good at super speedways. The next three races are two road courses, super speedways. So I think this is also turning into a layup of Mike McDowell. You've had your best season. You've kind of stumbled here the last couple weeks. If you're gonna make it, now's the time, Bubba. And
100%.
Ty Gibbs is probably the best out of the cars right there. He's just a rookie, a lot going on. I'm pulling for McDowell. I'd love to see him make it. Love Suarez to maybe get his head out of his ass. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
He did get good points in Michigan, but I don't know, man. I like how close it's getting, though. This is a great gossip talking point of the points battle, the playoffs, who's going to get in. And I can't stand when people are like, well, it doesn't matter. You think they're going to win anyway? It's not. It's about being invited to the show. It's about being at the party. If you're 17th back, you can go home now. The appetizers are done. You made the big show. That's the whole point.
I hate the wasted spot argument. Like, who else was gonna get in, man? AJ
Yeah.
Allmendinger. Should we have saved the spot for him?
AJ could win this weekend. I mean, I doubt it, but maybe.
No, I'm saying if he gets in, like, who's he taking that spot from? Like Ty Gibbs?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh
like,
no. Ty was gonna win it
Bubba
all.
Wallace. Like
Yeah.
this whole like they're taking up a spot if they
Yeah.
weren't already there, it's just so dumb to me because I'm like,
Yeah, to me, 12th through 16th is the party spot. Like that's you got to come to the show. Well, you're welcome.
yes,
Spot.
that's 12th through 16th is kind of you didn't earn it either. It was like,
yeah, choose your destiny.
You did, but you didn't, like, you're not in the top 5. Like, no one's really talking about you to win a championship. You're just here. So if you take one of those spots because you snuck in a Daytona win in the last second, I got no problem with that. Good for you. You're in the
Austin
playoffs
Dillon
now.
last year. Right? People are like, he didn't even. What Austin Dillon's weight, is
The
like
80 Invitational.
he won a race, didn't he?
Yep. And
winning you're in. And there's people that are like, I don't like winning you're in. I'm like, you weren't around to watch Jamie McMurray do it.
Yeah. And we saw what it's like. It does add excitement for the win in your end thing.
Yeah.
It adds a lot of, okay, if Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got the win, but it was purely points and like didn't make the playoffs and got knocked out by dudes that had good seasons but didn't get a single win. Like, how is that fair?
Yeah.
I'd rather the guy that actually earned at least a fucking win gets in.
Yeah. Which is funny. Ricky Stenhouse is having a great year. Daytona 500 win, but regardless of his Daytona 500 win, he'd be in on points right now.
Yeah, no, he would.
Yeah,
it was just the first guy that
cool.
I saw his name. Yeah, no, he's.
Well, I'm saying because of his win, like people aren't really acknowledging what a season he's having. I mean, he's had some bad races, but he's up there like fighting for 7th and 8th.
No,
a lot.
Yeah, no, this year, dude, he's like, I feel like I was ready for Ricky to almost start announcing early retirement or something because he was just
I had fun here.
He was like Eric Almirola. He just became irrelevant for a while.
Yeah.
And you were just kind of like, all right, man. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound
Danica's gone, bro. Like, what
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but kind of like AD right now. You know what I mean? Just kind of becomes a driver that you're like, oh, I forgot about you. But Ricky this season has been in the mix. And I'm like, this is the guy I remember. I remember when you were like this. So it's nice to see from him. I've always kind of liked him.
He's made the 47 a home.
Yeah, I like the NOS.
When he left Roush and all that, Chris Buescher's right. It was kind of like, ooh, I guess to take what you can get, buddy.
Yeah.
But then now, like they're working on it. Little engines that could. They're one car team. They're making strides. JTG, they've got some speed some weekends.
And he was there with Roush when it was going down. It was just like
I wondered that too. If Ricky was like seeing all the success and Brad coming in now, and Ricky's like, damn it.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. No, good for him though. Harvick's in. He's safe.
Barely.
Well, he'll be safe. I mean,
182 plus 182.
yeah, he's fine, dude. He's not
I
gonna get
just
a
yeah, yay, we're in the playoffs. Yay.
yeah. I get it.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
That's all
Okay.
I'm at.
Okay.
If he
here's
wasn't making it in, I'd be flipping the fuck out. If the
was this?
season
He
was that
pulls a
bad.
shit ton of sponsorship. Who? Ricky?
Ricky. He's talking about
Yeah.
Ricky.
Yeah. No, he does actually. He does always have good sponsors, and I mean, he has NOS
I think
backing
that's like
him.
a Kroger thing. Yeah, and he's got big NOS. He's sucking somebody off NOS. I
Well,
think it's
because
a Kroger deal. Like Kroger's affiliate companies hop on the car.
yes, you are right about that. Yep, it's like a
Like
deal.
Cottonelle's like, we love NASCAR racing.
Yes. Yeah. So Kroger will bring on their partners and they sign the
Yeah.
deal.
Which
and
is
it's
a
like
stupid smart business.
it's
like,
becoming kind of
deal.
the standard for a lot of these guys. Yeah, it makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. And also he's the only NOS Cup driver. NOS is huge in drift and dirt racing and
Yeah.
when you get more involved in those other motorsports, you're like, oh shit, NOS is like monster for NASCAR.
Yeah.
You're like they're huge. So the
Yeah.
fact that he's their only Cup guy is kind of cool too. That
Yeah.
and I think that's because
I
of
wish
his
they
dirt
I
background.
wish they ran more races because their schemes are usually pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, I actually really I like
Yeah.
their NOS as well.
What up, dog?
Hey, what up? What up? Well, should we rate Michigan?
Let's go ahead and rate Michigan.
We kind of
Very
forgot to
underrated.
rate it.
I think I almost shot too high, but I really loved this race. I hate it got split in two with the rain. It's
Mhm.
Michigan. This is
It
not our
does hurt.
first rodeo.
It does hurt.
It does hurt the score, and I feel like I maybe shot a little too high, but I really
Okay.
don't care. I thought the racing was exceptional. I was a little bummed because I had a lot of money on Truex, and
Oh, shit.
so I lost big. And
Ooh.
that fucking race
Bless
for
me,
the
thank you.
lead with 30 to go, Truex chasing him. Did you say bless me?
Because you didn't.
Oh, I will never. And is Martin Truex running down Beans at the end and trying to get by him, and he shoots low and gets loose and has to make it back up, and he does, and can he get by him? I mean, the last 20 laps, I stood up and was like, what's gonna happen? I don't think I've ever pulled for Truex harder just because for my wallet.
Yeah, it's funny.
But dude, that racing was exceptional. Let's talk about Reddick. Here's the thing: Reddick was leading, and Chris Buescher's on his ass trying to get by him. They both pit together. Reddick whoops his ass, probably because of the shitty pit crew. Off of pit road, Reddick has a half a straight lead coming around. Reddick goes, oh my god, are the wheels tight? And they're like, yeah, buddy, you're good. Fucking pancakes and wall brings his pit road mad as hell. Beans goes on and wins the fucking race. Reddick was going to be a half a straight ahead of him.
Michigan was an 8.9. If it didn't have the break, it would have been in the 9s. Damn.
I don't disagree with it. Could have been in the 9s. Without the rain.
Maybe.
But it's like I was thinking, like, of course Reddick's pissed. They've done this like 8 times this year. But this win, I literally think if Reddick doesn't have the tire problem, Reddick sailed off and wins this thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like more about it is like, yeah, he's really pissed because it was a layup. Like they whacked the 17's crew's ass.
Right.
But then again, they did fucking have a shitty stop, or if inevitably, but it's like,
he was
gonna be way ahead of the 17.
Right.
Like Truex couldn't get past the 17. So would Buescher have ran right down? I don't know. But they had an opportunity to win and just threw it in the goddamn trash.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of Toyota and Ford talk though. We haven't even mentioned a Chevy except one pancaked in the wall with a right rear tire down.
I mean, how do you think Reddick feels? Watching Kyle Busch at RCR now.
Well, he pancaked in the wall too.
No, but I'm saying like Kyle Busch also has 3.
Kyle Busch has 3 wins this
in
year.
his old.
I think the 45 car has thrown away 3 wins this year.
Yeah, dude. Yes,
I think this is an inevitably. I mean, this is like the 4th, 5th time off my top of my head I can think of that crew has fucked him.
Yep.
Kind of like, I mean, Bubba's crew's always fucking him. That's a normal thing. Bubba butt fuckings by his crew is but now it's translating over to the 45 bunch. I think Denny for sure steps in here and is like, hey, all right, we're doing something different. Fuck this. You're off. You're on. It was a mistake and no one.
Yeah, last week it was him with the mistake and no one went off on Tyler like they have on his crew.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kind of like when Bubba was when remember what was that last year when Bubba was cussing out his crew?
That was
and
last
calling
year,
them
and they
pieces
had
of
to
trash
switch.
and saying that racial slurs. Yeah,
And they
all
had to
kinds of
switch
shit.
with
And yeah, Kurt's crew, something. Oh man.
Damn it, Dakota.
But yeah, no one yells at Reddick when he misses the pit box. I'd be like, hey man,
Yeah.
fuck you. Yeah, the 45 just needs to clean it up. They have the speed, man. They
Well,
just
I
need to
mean,
clean it
look,
up.
he's still a good driver. It's just funny the last year him going off in the 8, people talking about how he's like the next big thing, and like he's young and super talented. So don't get me wrong, he might still be, but it is just funny kind of you don't hear about him this year nearly as much as you did when he was in the 8, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you what you're saying, Coach. Fuck Verizon. They're a goddamn devil.
All right. So what are you gonna score it then?
Yeah, I was in between a couple numbers here, but what doesn't help is I'm looking at a bunch of previous numbers the last couple weeks, and they're all kind of similar because there's been some badass races.
Yeah.
But I just kind of shot. I kind of shot in the middle, and I went 8-6.
Okay. 8-6.
I thought the racing was phenomenal. Truex had a rocket ship trying to battle to the lead. I'm not like it matters, but there was a bunch of wrecks, a bunch of hard guys couldn't hold on to it. I like seeing that. There was a battle for the lead with on the last lap. It doesn't. I mean, you don't get that often.
Yeah, no, that's really close to what I had. I had an 8-4. So
Okay.
I was thinking very similar to you. That's why I don't know if it would have been 9s, but it definitely would have been high 8s if we didn't have the rain. And I do agree with that. That does affect it. And that's why when you
Yeah.
were saying that, I was like, I already put that into my score. Like I had already thought about that because the
Yeah.
race was
The
excellent. The
rain
racing
hindered
was
it. Yeah.
excellent. Yeah, it was hard fought. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of action. It kept me entertained.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I've become kind of a sucker for these Monday races because I'm just
Yeah.
here in my office with the TV anyway. So
Well, yeah. Luckily, I
kinda
got home early for Nova's birthday and was like, "Oh, the race is starting."
badass.
Yeah, I've been lucky too.
8.4 for Jimmy Johnson. I already know. Okay, should we
Speaking
just
of
talk about
Noah,
Noah?
yeah. First off, I want to address is where's Jimmy Johnson?
Yeah, dude.
Okay. I just want to say, well, I mean, he did have a family matter to attend to, and it's been kind of laying low. But I just feel like the first 2-3 months of this season was like Jimmy walking down pit road and like 84 car, legacy. This is what we are now, legacy, bitch. And then there was this whole like, we're not running as good as we want to. Don't give up. It's ever been since like the Coke 600 kind of. They addressed that they're going to Toyota. Hey,
Yep.
we're making the switch to Toyota. And I ain't seen Jimmy's face on fucking a single fucking thing. I ain't seen Jimmy on Instagram post. I ain't
No,
seen
good
Jimmy
point.
say
Yeah.
shit. I think I'm lagging. I ain't seen Jimmy say shit on Twitter. I haven't seen a goddamn thing.
Have you seen him comment at all about Noah?
No, that's the thing. It's Legacy Motorsports says, their
Right.
page, the legacy stamp, Legacy MC. It's
The
like,
PR person. Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Right.
I want like Jimmy come out and be like, "Hey, we're looking at the issue. I think Noah realizes what he's done. Blah blah blah.
So how
Not
much
my
of
opinion.
this team do you think is just his name's on it? Like,
Yeah. Well,
I
that's the
don't think
thing.
he's really involved that much,
Well, and
right?
but before they made it seem like he was like Jimmy's in there like I
Yes.
want more horsepower. I want better pit crews. Like they made it seem like that.
Like a photo
But
shoot with like a wrench like next to the engine.
yeah,
Like
yeah, Jimmy's like,
they're like, sir, that's
yeah.
not where that goes.
You know what cracked me up too is people were like Jimmy's, buying into legacy or buying out Petty or
Yeah.
whatever, and they're like, this is going to be Hendrick's satellite team. Like, just because Jimmy drove for Mr. Hendrick doesn't mean that. Yeah, I'm gonna give you whatever you want, Jimmy. Clearly not.
Clearly. Yeah.
But is like I just think ever since the Toyota deal, I haven't seen Jimmy Johnson's fucking face
No, it's a really good
with
point, dude. I
anything
haven't either.
legacy
Yeah.
related.
That's
I
why
guess
I
he still
asked.
owns the team, sure, whatever y'all want to say, but I ain't seen the motherfucker.
I still see Richard Petty.
Yeah, I've been seeing they're tagging Richard Petty in 43 stuff. I
Well,
don't
and you'll
know.
see him at the track walking around like he always does. You know, he's
Mhm.
always with his white ass teeth, just like with his cowboy
Yeah.
hat. You see him
Yeah.
around. But you're right. I haven't seen a
It's been a
damn
guy in a
thing.
mask for about 20 years.
Dude, it's the same guy that they got with Joe Biden putting on his
Yes.
mask.
Yes. Thank
It's
you.
a great
Exactly what I was
guy. If he
referencing.
wants to sponsor the show, we'll give him a lot of shout outs. He does great work. Yeah, that and all the lizard people that he covers up. But yeah, you're right, dude. I have not seen anything with Jimmy Johnson.
Where is he?
Legacy showed zero support for Noah, and Jimmy is letting everyone else
That's
run the
pretty
show.
much spot on.
I mean, it has to be the case. I'd love to have
I'd love to get Jimmy on to talk about it.
well, I was trying to think if we know anybody that even works there that can like tell us in secret, just kind of how it's going there. You know, how's it going behind the scenes? Because I guess to get into the Noah situation, well, I guess let's break down the situation. When did it was a meme
It was a
that he
Little
liked.
Mermaid meme.
It was a Little Mermaid with the crab. My wife just told me the guy's name and I forgot, but it's
No, it's not Sebastian. Is it Sebastian?
Sebastian.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she said. It was Sebastian,
Yeah.
and it's the song. This is not funny, dude. This topic's
Dude,
not.
it's not funny, bro. Don't laugh.
Don't laugh about this topic. It's not funny,
You're a piece
guys.
of shit, guys.
You're
Come on.
you're a fucking piece of shit.
Grow up.
Okay, so it's Sebastian. If for anyone that hasn't seen this meme, instead of singing "Under the Sea," it's
Under the boot.
It's what was his name? George Floyd.
Yeah, that
I
guy.
keep saying Trayvon Martin, which like at this point,
No
I'm like,
comment.
there's so many of these like stories now. So it was George Floyd, the guy that died from the knee, and so the meme is under the knee instead of under the sea. Not funny. It's not funny at all. Don't
I
laugh.
definitely didn't like the meme on Instagram.
Don't
I would never do that.
Laugh, dude. Seriously, don't
Dude,
you
guys, come on,
dare
grow up.
like it. Grow up, seriously.
Yeah. It's not funny. It's according to NBC, it was bad taste.
It's really bad taste. Now, if you like a meme about like 9/11, that's funny.
Wow,
That's really
9/11's funny now.
That's funny shit, dude. You know,
Titanic memes,
JFK
hilarious.
getting shot in the head. Funny.
Yeah,
Titanic.
women overreact about everything. Yeah, you know how many memes I've seen about tragic, fucking fucked up events.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think a NASCAR driver posted one once. They posted a funny meme.
2,996 people died in 9/11, but those memes are funny. Allowed.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, what was the meme? It was a racist meme, right? That Denny Hamlin actually.
Yeah, bad Asian drivers.
Bad Asian drivers not being good at driving, not funny.
Yeah,
grow
not
up.
funny. Jesus,
grow up,
Denny.
dude. Learn
Try to have
comedy.
a job.
None of this is funny. You'll definitely. Why would we laugh at this?
Yeah,
Dalton. There's nothing to laugh about, dude.
Racist.
God, jokes about 9/11 are just plain wrong. Just plain wrong. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
You got me. You got me. Oh God. Okay, I'm not putting that comment on the screen.
Do you want Legacy to cancel us?
What the hell, man? You're not my boss. I am now. I bought you and fired you. So the meme's not funny. Grow up. It's not a joking matter. If you want to joke about, you know, people going in a submarine with their teenage son and their bodies exploding from the pressure, that's funny. That's funny, dude. Like a dad and his teenage son, you know, exploding to death. All the memes.
The Holocaust. People make memes about it.
Great memes.
Yeah. It's okay to like those though.
But this meme is off limits. Don't like it. Didn't he like it? Like I just heard this, but didn't he like it like a couple years ago or something?
I heard 3 months. I heard 3 years. Dalton's the expert. He was saying shit in the group chat. I don't know. I heard it was something 3 something ago. I mean, oh wait, what? Oh my god.
The Titan sub memes are funny. Millionaires are.
Yeah, you know it's funny to laugh about people's deaths.
Yeah,
totally unacceptable.
Yeah.
Do not laugh or
Look, dude,
make
you
me
can laugh if somebody is more financially wealthy than you and they die. That's funny.
Yeah, how's
But
that any different?
if there's a criminal
Uh,
that is being arrested and dies, not funny.
yeah, not funny.
Okay. Those are the rules set by NASCAR. This is what we need to remember.
Yeah. The line is drawn in the sand, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the line. Noah crossed the line because he liked a meme. He
Liked
didn't
a
post
meme on a social media
on a
app on a
social
cell phone. Loses his whole career for
Oh,
liking a
man.
meme on which is his own business on his own phone on his own social media app. The world we live in where it's unacceptable to like a meme
Mhm.
if everyone else says you can't.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, you can't. You can like those memes. You can't like those memes.
Yeah,
It's
these
just
memes are funny. Those are not.
we are living in a dystopian world for sure. This is nuts. I can't believe that this is the world we're living in. Like,
When I keep saying NASCAR takes a step forward and two back,
yep.
it's right there with me. Like this about pissed me the fuck off. And I also don't care, but I'm also like, I can't at work today. Two guys asked me, oh man, every time I
That's
fucking
what I said.
talk.
Every time you're about to go off, when you start to get heated and you start to do a whole thing, I'm guessing where you were going with this. I've seen people sending me news articles. It's another like Bubba Wallace scenario where people that don't know anything about the sport are now asking us about this situation, and they're just like, "Man, NASCAR's really gone to shit. They let this stuff happen," and it's weird because I'm like, "Yes, but also you can't say that. I can say that."
So two guys at work today were like, "What's this deal with NASCAR firing a driver?" You know, that's how they started off. And I was like, literally like, he wasn't fired. He was yeah, he got suspended. I was like, it's a whole thing.
NASCAR doesn't fire.
I said
drivers.
it's a whole thing. I was like,
Yeah.
but in layman's terms context, I said he liked a meme on Instagram that was not acceptable to them. And they were like, dude, wasn't it like a George Floyd meme? And I was like, yeah, it's a whole thing, dude. It's ridiculous. And they're like, fucking pussy ass NASCAR,
Yep.
liberal pussy NASCAR. And I'm like, I yeah, I know.
It's weird because I'm like, I do agree with you, but like, shut up. Like, you don't
Yeah.
watch my sport. You
Shut
can't
up,
say that.
man.
It's like somebody like, it's like, okay, if you had a little
Like a
brother,
Chase Elliott fan defending Chase Elliott.
it would be like if you had a little brother and he went out for the football team and he sucked. And you watched him and you're like, God, dude, he fucking sucks, man. Like this is embarrassing to watch. But then somebody else is like, dude, your brother sucks. You're like, okay, fucking watch your mouth, all right?
Yeah, hey.
Like I can say how much he sucks. You cannot. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't agree with it all, and I've seen a lot of dumbass shit. It's really kind of just made me sick of the internet in the past week.
Yes.
I've literally oh yeah, I was gonna talk about I'm like up to here with shit. Is God, I feel for Noah, and people are like, "Where's he gonna go?" I'm like, probably anybody that would fucking hire him at this
Yeah.
point. The saga of Noah Gregson. Shout out alumni of the boys is that I hate this for his career. However, I've seen guys do worse and turn them into positives. Not comparing the two, but it isn't at the end of the world. You can grow from this, and you can maybe take a silver lining and say, "Hey, maybe this will put me on a better path. Maybe I didn't need to go down that path." Clearly, legacy wasn't it, and I also feel like the writing was on the wall that Noah's career legacy probably wasn't going to last much longer anyway.
Dude, we talked about Noah and Legacy last week before any of this came out.
Yeah,
And we were talking about how, the rumors were that they were going to let him go at the end of the season. And they seemed pretty, it was Bianchi reporting it. So it seemed pretty solid. And then this happens. And I had mentioned, I wonder if, I didn't really see people coming to defend him and stuff. And I was like, I wonder if like Noah's just not easy guy to work with.
yeah,
And then this
you
shit
said that.
happens, and I was just kind of like, man, this all just seems to line up perfectly. They just happened to find this meme that he liked a while ago. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe this is the conspiracy episode, but I also
A
think,
little fishy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Very
it is.
coincidental.
Dude, it is. They reported that they were probably gonna let him go, and then this comes out, and then they were like, "Wait, never mind. We didn't let him go. We're not let." Did you see this?
Yeah, they were like, "No, we didn't let him go." And then today was
And
released.
then a day
Noah's like,
later, he
"Hey,
goes,
I
"I'm
want to
leaving."
be let go."
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It makes me think that they went to him, or maybe he went to them and was like, "Hey, can I leave on my own terms so I'm not like fired?"
I think there's more to it for sure
Oh,
than
there's
meeting that.
so much more to it, man. None of this stuff makes sense. Like, why
Yeah,
is he leaving? Why is he leaving? Someone
yeah,
explain that to me. Why is he leaving his ride if he wasn't actually fired from it? So he got the suspension and he has to go through the same shit that Kyle Larson did, presumably, and then he can
yeah.
come right back. And he did, and he wasn't let go. They're just going to replace him. Um, why would he leave then?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That makes no
it's
sense.
all fishy. It's all a little weird. Clearly Noah was. I don't think Noah was ever really happy over there. It didn't. I
Right.
mean, it was written on his face in all the interviews. I mean, he got his ass beat by Ross Chastain for Christ's sake. What's James? Yeah, that's welcome to Chairgatin, buddy. What's up, Turnpike? Um,
Yeah, jump so you're not pushed. Exactly. Maybe Noah's agent was like, "Hey, man, we need to get on top of this. It would look better if you left."
yeah, I don't know.
But usually in those situations, people don't know about why you're being pushed out. You know what I mean?
Get it? They don't know about.
Oh, nice. Usually in those situations, it's like a closed door thing where they want to get rid of you, and you're like, "Okay, look, can I save face? Can I go out on my own?" And usually there's some kind of package deal. With this, we know the situation. It's been very publicized. They're
Yeah.
talking about it on Fox News and shit.
Dude, that someone told me today, they said, "Dude, I saw it on Ben Shapiro." And I was like, "What?"
All of those political people are
Yeah,
talking
I was
about it.
like, "Oh god." And I was like, "Yeah, in my limelight, I'm like, I don't support it, man. I'm sorry. It's not me." Um,
It's
yeah,
really
I
annoying because I listened to some
they're
of
like,
this.
"NASCAR's in the drain. It's in the
Yes.
bucket."
Yep.
And I'm over here like, "No, it's not."
They're like, "Go woke, go broke, NASCAR," and I'm
Yeah.
like, I
Let's
agree
go,
with you on the
Brandon.
shit, but not right now. Like, shut up.
Yeah, no, listen.
If you
Um,
if you talk about the NBA and say the same shit, I'll probably agree with you. But
yeah,
don't
no,
say it
and
about
I
NASCAR.
here I can't I understand you can't, especially in today's bullshit, but I almost wish Noah would have said, "Yeah, I fucking liked it." So fucking what?
So pretty much like what Dalton's saying. His
Yeah,
comment was maybe Noah didn't agree with the suspension and said "fuck you, I'm out." I don't think so because they're acting so professional and buttoned up. His
yeah.
agent, his PR person is behind all
You
this. Like,
can't. Yeah, if you do that, you're not gonna be around here anymore.
I mean,
But
here's the thing. I don't. If you're like a generational talent like Kyle Larson, you can make it work.
yeah.
Is Noah that? I don't know, man. He
No.
was really good in Xfinity.
I just
Maybe.
think Noah was we always thought Noah was the character the sport needs. We
Mhm.
need a Noah around, but we needed Noah in the 9 car in the Cup Series. We didn't get that Noah in the Cup Series. We got um berated, like wore down Noah, tired Noah in
Yeah,
the
fattied
42
out,
car, and yeah,
worn
I think
out.
he's last in points, like straight up.
Yeah, no,
Um,
he was definitely. Shit, he might have been. He was at least like
so
bottom two.
it isn't the break he deserved. Like I would have loved to see Noah go get a good ride. It's still not over, but it's like Noah going for. I said it last year. I was like, well, this was a waste of everybody's time. Um, this
Yeah,
was
he is
never
last in
it.
points
I
for
think this
full
was
time.
never it. Um, so maybe there's silver lining here. Maybe he goes back to Xfinity, goes a couple years and can reboot to pull John Hunter. I don't know.
Maybe he goes to super late models, dude. I
Yes,
mean,
fuck NASCAR. Starts
uh,
doing his own like Noah Gregson party podcast.
dude. Honestly, like the Cars tour is blowing up. There's a whole
We should
scene out
message him
there,
and be like, "Hey Noah, you want to come on Chairgating and talk about it?"
and we'll be like, dude, we just corner him. We just corner him and pull up different offensive memes and be like, do you like this one? Is this one funny, Noah? And then go to the next one and be like, okay, what about this one?
Oh man, yeah, dude. It's just I think
I
this is a black eye on the sport, not
It is.
because of
It
what he
is.
did, of what NASCAR did. Because the team suspended him, right? The team suspended him. Hey, cool. You got your rules. You got your contracts. Whatever. Then NASCAR doubled down and said, "Yeah, good job. He's suspended indefinitely until we say so now."
Under the Sea will be the theme song.
Oh my god. And Joe Rohan explain his case. Yeah, I don't think you get to choose who goes on there. I think Joe does. That would be cool. Shit. Joe was like, "Hey man, I heard about it. You want to come on and talk about it?"
Yeah,
That would be badass. He's like, "Dude, can I drink with you?" But dude, yeah, man, I don't know. I think it's a black eye, another speed bump, another step back, in my opinion. Some people are super proud of NASCAR. It is not me. It just sucks. I hate
I
it
don't
for
know
kind of
who.
just like I kind of hate
Here's
it for
the thing.
Noah.
Here's the thing. If you're proud of NASCAR for this, just think about who you are as a person. Like, honestly, here's the thing.
Yeah, you're a fucking
It,
loser.
it's a dude. You're a fucking loser. It's a meme. It's a fucking meme. Okay.
No.
This guy was not your brother. Like, you're not related to this random guy in this random city that, agree with the police or not. I'm not going to get into all that. The point is, you don't know this person. You've never met this person. And it's a fucking meme. And how many memes have you liked about other tragic shit that's happened because you got a chuckle out of it? So if
Yeah.
you're the type of person that thinks that somebody's career should end because you liked a meme, I'm not gonna mince words here. You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. Like,
I was
you
on TV.
straight
They were
up,
like,
I don't like you as a human being. And if you want to come on here and fucking talk to me about it, whoever is out there that thinks that this is that liking a meme should make you fucking end your career, then come on this podcast and have the balls to tell that to me to my face because you're a fucking pussy.
well, that's like
I hate those fucking people.
people are acting like Nathan. What me and were talking about it today, and Nathan actually was funny, and he said they're acting like he got a DUI car crash and killed a whole family. Like, he liked to meme like people.
He liked
They're
a
acting
meme,
like he
dude.
was drunk driving and went down the fucking strip and killed people. It's like, dude, no, he liked a meme on Instagram, for Christ's sake. They don't want to see the stuff I like.
Dude, the shit we sent
I mean,
in the group chat.
Jesus.
And that's the thing, dude. The people that think you should,
Yeah, the group chat.
the people that think you should be fired, give me your cell phone. Let me scroll through your goddamn cell phone. Let me see what you liked, man. Let me see the shit
Yeah.
you send, because that's the
Let me
world.
get down in those details.
That's the world you want to live in. And I don't. Oh well, he's in the public eye. Like, it's a meme, dude. It's not like he was banging whores and smoking crack in the White House. Like, it's a meme.
That's okay, apparently.
I'm just saying, dude, we don't like to get political on this show. If you think this is political, then maybe you're the problem. But this is absurd. This is just it's a stain on the sport. Honestly, this is worse than the Bubba thing, in my opinion.
The stain, it's literally a stain on the blouse of the sport.
That's so fucking hard.
I saw, I wish Connor was in the comments. I saw people were saying that this was worse than the Noah or the Larson incident.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. People said this is worse than what
Here's
Larson
the thing,
did.
dude. The Larson incident, it's hard to defend. You're like, dog, you just said the word that you're not supposed to say. We all know the rules. That's the word, and you did say it.
Yeah.
This is a meme, dude.
Yeah, like, for all we know, some drunk bitch was playing on his phone while he was making pasta.
I swear to God, if they watch, NASCAR's gonna have like a parade for Bubba, and we're all gonna have to push his car again because like, NASCAR loves you.
I am surprised at this point they haven't been like, "Hey Bubba, how do you feel about this?" Or, "Hey
You know
Bubba, what should we do? Did NASCAR do the right thing?" I'm just surprised, or I'm surprised Bubba hasn't even posted anything about it.
If Bubba came out and like straight up defended Noah and like called out all this bullshit, I'd probably go buy a Bubba Wallace hat.
Which I'm surprised, and I think it's just too
Because he has the power to do that. Like,
I think it's too touchy of a subject for other athletes or other drivers.
Yes.
Because people are like, nobody's defending Noah. No one's even came to him.
Well,
like Junior hasn't even talked about it. And I was like, I don't think they can.
why would he stick his neck out like that?
You can't like
Look at what just happened to a guy for liking the meme.
Yeah, you can't sit there and be like, hey guys, it's not his fault. Like, no,
Yeah.
you can't. It's more of just like, hey, not touching that one. You're on your own, buddy.
Although
like in this bullshit society.
It would be nice though if everybody, just kind of all the level-headed adults in the room, So like all the other drivers and everybody
adults.
just said, you know what, dude, fuck you, NASCAR, and fuck the fans and anybody else that has a problem with this. It's a
Yeah.
meme. Like if no one wants to apologize for the meme, he can. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to. Like shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This is insane.
It
This
isn't.
is
It's
insane.
insane. It is insane.
The world that
It's-
we live in, it blows it. It's just sad. Like I don't know, man. It's just it's such a bad look, and honestly, it's like a worse look than the Bubba Wallace thing. Obviously, me and you had our issues with the Bubba Wallace fake news thing and how NASCAR handled that. What?
Nick, you're cracking me up
I heard
tonight,
Michael
dude.
McDowell rented the movie channel and Shane wants to fire him. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one, dude. That was funny. Oh, but dude, R.I.P. Noah. I hope he gets turned around. I hope he can get a better ride because of this. I hope he does something. I'd hate to see, or I mean, does something better with his life. I don't know. I think he's got enough people behind him. They can.
I
figure
mean,
this
legacy
out.
was never going to be the answer for him, obviously. Like
No,
that.
I think it was a like bottom
We
of the
said
barrel.
last week that it's probably going to be good for him to get out of that situation. This is obviously not the way we wanted him to get out of
expedite
it.
shipping.
Yeah, exactly. but he's getting out nevertheless. So, like you said, this actually could open up a better opportunity elsewhere. And I'm not going to be like, oh, you'll grow from this. You'll be a better person. Like, blah, blah, blah. Dude, keep liking memes. Like, fuck everybody else. Keep liking your goddamn memes. But I do hope that you get a better opportunity because of this, because legacy just in general, it was a dead end for him. And I think everybody knew it. I think legacy knew it. I think no one knew it. So that's probably the silver lining of the whole situation.
I agree. Well, good luck, Noah. We're going to the wrong Indy this weekend, the Roval road course, not the Brickyard. I honestly think drivers should win this race and not kiss the bricks. Just my opinion. But yeah, I don't even care to hear like, well, we're going to go back to the regular track next year. It's the damage is done. We're going to the Indy road course. I'll take it over a street course any day, but it's not the Brickyard and it's abysmal. But hey, maybe it'll be a shit show. Maybe this STD guy will win or whatever his name is. STG.
Maybe this STD guy.
People seem to love him. But dude,
love STD.
We'll jump into some picks and some fucking road course ringers in the next 2 weeks for road course racing, the Road Course Racing Podcast.
Look, I'll say this. We bitch about Indy road course every single year. But I mean, it can't just be us, dude. The past like how many years has it just not been a good race?
I don't even know how we got here. Well, I mean, last year was like Calamity Corner, but it
wasn't a good race.
Well,
dude.
both races have been nuts. No, it's not a good race. It's more of like, what the fuck is going on? And oh my god, you see that crash? That's pretty much how it's gone. Yeah, I think it's been terrible.
And I've been
every time.
objective. Like I admitted, if like Austin put on a good
god,
race, and
Turnpike's coming on next week.
I prefer road courses over ovals, so get me on the show. Dude, if you want to get on the show and just have us yell at you, I mean, you can do that, but it's not going to end well for you.
As long as you rock the pigtails.
Yeah, and the thing, like, there's so many other racing out there for you that's, like, actually designed for you. You should check them out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of other racing series that focus on road courses that aren't open wheel that you actually might really enjoy.
Hey.
Dude,
I already got my picks if you want to hear them.
I'm just saying, even if you like road courses, Turnpike, please comment. You can't actually think the Indy road course.
I'm okay with road courses. I ain't okay with going away from the oval and running in.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't. Turnpike, comment in here if you really think the Indy road course is a solid road course that should stay on the schedule, because it's been shit the past couple of years. Like, I think even for road course fans, you got to admit it has not been a good race.
You want to watch Indy road course or Watkins Glen?
Okay, yeah. So Australian supercars are your favorite. All right, well that makes more sense then.
So you probably have heard of this SVJ guy,
this STD guy, my big old open wheel guy. Oh, gross! Do you like open wheels and road courses? Yeah.
God damn it! Ew, sick. That's like Camping World.
Oh, it's on the Camping World.
Oh fuck! It's almost
series.
over probably. I watched the end last week. It's talking about SRX.
Yeah.
It comes on at 9. It's probably almost over.
Wait, is it on right now?
Yeah, it comes on Thursdays at 9.
Shit. Yeah, we always forget. Well, no, dude. Every time
I'll
we get
record
off,
them.
the race just starts. We're probably
Well,
fine.
they got 2 heats in the main. Last week we got off and I caught the main, but it is what it is. We're about to get off as soon as we get these picks done.
That's the thing. I don't care about the heats, dude. I'll just watch the main. That's
Yeah.
honestly that's the race anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, SRX has actually been fun.
I've watched it most this year than I ever have, and
It's
been
kind of
pretty
cool that it's on ESPN.
cool. Cool
Seeing like
ESPN.
stock cars back on
Alan
ESPN. I'm like,
Bestwick
oh,
and all that. It's fun.
mhm.
I get like it's like a kind of gimmicky fun little thing. I kind of like they'll just throw random cautions like for fun cautions, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
But hey, that's just me
I
being a
don't like how
racing
many
purist,
cautions
I
they
think.
do. That's true, but it's I really like it as Thursday Night Thunder. That's a really
Yeah, I like
cool,
them redoing that. It's kind of fun
such
in
a
a
good
home.
idea. Yep.
I think if that now I know there's more powers that be, but if they could find out like, hey, we're gonna run Bristol the Thursday night before the Bristol night race, like that would be dope. Or like companion NASCAR events. I doubt exploding killed half.
Killed
Oh my
half the
God.
field. Said y'all were at Bristol when I was working in Toyota. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, dude, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. But yeah, SRX is good. I love midweek racing. It's honestly midweek racing has become almost preferable to weekend racing because we like Sundays or the dirt
My
racing
weekend revolves around what time that race starts Sunday.
Well, okay, so Cups is on Sunday.
My
If
problem with weekdays is I forget what day it is.
motherfucker, let me
I'm
finish.
sorry.
Cup is on Sunday. If there's like a big dirt race or something on Flow, that's on Saturday. And I mean, I'm sure you're the same. Like your wife will like be like, "Hey, we're going to this kid's birthday party or something." Like adults have to do things on weekends because that's like when we have to go out and do shit. And so I do just kind of like midweek late night racing because like the baby's asleep. It's like Thursday. I'm not gonna go out and do anything, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, and I got something to watch.
Well, yeah, I do like it on Thursday because Thursdays are like my Fridays. So it's like, hey, the weekend, fuck yeah, let's turn this on. Well, then we do our episode. Well, one thing is it kind of conflicts with our episodes, but it's no big deal. But it's like when I get done doing the show, I go upstairs, they're asleep. So I'm like,
Isn't that awesome? That you can just turn on a race.
Well, kind of. And then I'm like, I'm a piece of shit father. But yeah.
No, I do, dude. I love midweek racing, so I'm happy that they're doing that. And once we get off here in about 2 seconds, we're gonna go watch it.
All right.
So what
Speaking of
are your
2 seconds,
picks?
I'm gonna go with the underdog. You have no idea who I'm about to pick, but he was pretty close here, like last year, I think, or the year before. Can't really remember. No, I think it was last year. It was the year before. When he decided to pick a fight with Big Dog Denny Hamlin and totally fuck everybody's day up. Chase Briscoe in the 14, Mr. Irrelevant, Indiana boy, ain't done shit all year. I'm
Okay.
going with a 14. Little bit of a road course racer. He likes this track, whatever. Let's see if he can even be on TV this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that.
You remember
You what?
that race where Denny booted him, and then you remember that race where he got booted and then came back and wrecked Denny on coming to
Yeah,
Tito?
yeah. Sorry, you're just like breaking up and like fast forwarding.
Yeah.
And
I'm trash.
I can hear like half of what you're saying, but it's all good,
sorry.
man. Yeah. I'm gonna go Justin Haley.
Ooh, yeah, was fast at that imaginary
Last year.
race they had, Rainbow Road. Yeah, Justin Haley, a little underrated road course
Last year had
racer.
a top 10 here. He's just kind of. I'm trying to find like some new underdog picks. And,
Yeah, I'm trying to switch it up too. That's why I
Justin
didn't go with
Haley.
Michael McDowell.
I like Justin Haley. I think it's he'll actually do pretty good here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then speaking of shitty pit crews, I'm going with the lock of the week, the 45, Mr. Undeniable Road Course King. Won this race last year. So hot on road courses lately. The 45, if he's running Monster, this car wins. If he's running some bullshit fucking ping pong car, it's over.
All right.
Any of that make sense?
Wait, are you still there? Sorry,
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. Sorry, man. You just gotta keep randomly breaking up.
It's just whenever I talk.
Okay. Who did you pick? Honestly, I didn't even hear.
Are you serious? I went on a whole rant.
No.
Damn it. I said I'm going with the 45 car, Mr.
I'm just kidding. I
Champion.
heard the
Oh
whole
my
thing.
god,
I was
you
just fucking.
goddamn bastard! I was really like, wow, really?
No, yeah, no, solid pick. I mean, obviously, it's kind of a bullshit pick because he won here last year, so I don't know how I feel about that, but that's fine.
Hey, lock's a lock, dude.
I just figured out.
I haven't picked him
Damn
in
it,
like
Dakota shirt idea. Ooh, all right, hit me up, Dalton.
I haven't picked the 45 since Kansas.
Yeah, well, you just happen to pick him on the race that he wins.
Oh, well, I hope so we can get some heaters going again.
That's true. We do need. Yeah, you know what? I'm giving you a hard time. We actually should probably just start picking some winners again. Oh man, I've been like off the past couple weeks, and it's because I'm going against my gut.
Gotta go with the gut.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we were doing really good. You picked Larson, and he booted him in the wall, and then we've been trash since. We both the last 2 weeks picked the same guys, and they both failed us.
That's true. I'm gonna go Joey Logano.
Dude, I know you're not picking Joey Logano.
Yep.
We just had this talk. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm picking Joey Logano.
Okay. All right, I'm writing it down.
Write it down.
3 weeks in a row.
Is that really 3 weeks in a row?
That's why I'm laughing my ass off.
I know. I didn't think it was 3 weeks in a row though. That's pretty bad. I thought that was 2 weeks in a row.
Because I just said 2 weeks in a row we both picked the same driver.
I thought you meant this is the.
And you said, yep. That's why I'm picking Joey Logano.
I thought, all right, fine.
And I was like, okay.
All right, 3 weeks is pretty
I
bad.
wrote
3
down
weeks is pretty bad.
Logano.
I thought that was 2 weeks in a row.
No. You picked them for Richmond, Michigan, and now
Shit,
that.
Man. I just ride with
Lock
Joey.
it in. Lock it now. So hot. Joey Logano. Penske's home owned track.
Dude, I'm riding with him. I don't care. I'm not changing.
Ride with him.
Yeah.
Right. Well, watch him win. We'll have some great blue reel.
We're gonna copy Dale Earnhart's "Damn I'm Good" shirt with "Damn it Dakota." Oh,
that is. I like that.
With the
font in yellow.
And so it'll make. What if we do a picture? What if we do you opening your like jacket or something, and the shirt says "Damn it Dakota," and it's you instead of him.
Yeah, that'd be a good picture.
Damn, I'm good.
Yeah,
that would be kind of tight.
Damn, we're good. Damn it, Dakota. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, if I can watch Logano win though, that'd be funny. If we're going to Indianapolis at all, we do the fucking oval or we don't go. That's where I stand on this. We'll debrief that next week as we'll bitch about this race or talk about how it was decent. I don't know. I just hope a cup regular wins. That's kind of where I'm at. Man, I hope y'all have fun this weekend. Might as well Joey Logano's car.
You know what? I'm gonna pick Kyle Busch instead, just to jinx him. So now Dalton for saying this bullshit. I've just jinxed your driver.
Well, there's no rowdy reaction this weekend, so watch Kyle Busch win. Every race that the 8 car was good in last year,
by the way.
Watch Kyle Busch win. And Dalton will be like, I'm fucking going every race from this time forward. But hey, this is a cool ass episode of Conspiracy Theories. It was brought to you by some cool ass shades called YeatsOfficial.com. Yeats, you look cool. Look any race day. Use Chairgatin and discount code and shipping and get 10% off and just get these bad boys.
There you go. Dalton Good shades right here. I killed him.
Dalton
and took
Good
it off
specials.
Him. Yeah. All right.
Well, I guess I'll do it next week. Talk about road courses and more road courses. I love talking about Watkins Glen. I can talk about Watkins Glen all day. But other than that, enjoy your Roval racing.
Peace.